Minster.
Welcome to the Monday morning call. Please state your name and where you're calling in from.
Just one more.
I'm going to a different job to come here with, I don't know what.
Good morning, everybody. It is with my pleasure that I get to kick off this Monday morning call with all of you this morning. It's going to be an exciting and action-packed call. And the first person that I would like to bring on the line with me this morning has some exciting announcements.
Welcome, everybody. Monday Kickoff the Week call is going to be incredible. I've got our favorite guy planned. If you were in Vancouver, you got to meet this guy. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Dave Jordan, and I'm the CEO of Valentus. And I'll tell you, before I get to Kevin, I want to talk about the past 2 months and the growth that we've had over the past 5 months. The SlimROAST Optimum coffee and the SlimROAST Optimum samples have been a huge hit. All the different people that are behind what's going on, guys, I'll tell you, October, we have been growing 10 to 15,000 a day over last month. It's been record sales. It's been records, unbelievable. Guys, we have grown over the past 5 months during the slowest time of the year. The industry leaders that have joined us in the last 60 days, it's unbelievable at a pace I've never seen before. Over the next 12 months, you're going to see not only Valentus, the products, and what we're going to have. You're going to see us be the talk of the industry. Guys, I'm telling you, game-changing products, the Optimum coffee. The trend is setting. People are absolutely going crazy over this product. These are products that are being created, guys, that are going to totally change the industry. These are products that I don't want shortcuts. I don't want shortcuts. You know, my guy I'm going to bring on here in a minute, he's a guy that don't take any shortcuts. Kevin, all I want to ask you is to say a few things about this product. Kevin, the floor is yours. Take it away, my man.
All right, before we jump into the details about, questions, I got to tell you, why are we taking Optimum in the first place? What's the promise? What are we looking for? We're looking for mood, appetite, energy. We want to improve our mood, improve our hormones, improve our reactions to our moods, and our ability to recover and get in a better mood. Something you can feel, something that's urgent, something that you're going to notice in the first half an hour taking the product. Mood, appetite. I want to slam the appetite, crush the cravings, and do so without having me an hour later getting hungry. I want to do it for 4, 5, 6 sustained hours. Mood, appetite, energy. I want to get energy from not only the coffee and the other thermogenic nutrients and the nootropic nutrients all working together. So mood, appetite, and energy, that's the promise. That's what the product does. That's what people are experiencing, and that's why it's so dramatic.
Well, Kevin, I appreciate – next question. But, Kevin, I appreciate that. But can you just put it all ease to rest that – you and me have so many big things planned, and there's just no way that any cheap ingredient would ever be changed on this product. Can you please put that to rest on this call?
Oh, I don't know how to address it other than saying there's no benefit. There's no economic benefit to change it. When you get something that works, you don't change it. It's not worth chasing a penny. It just isn't worth it. We're at CGMP, a Good Manufacturing Practices compliant corporation, audited by the National Sanitation Foundation, audited by the FDA. We put labels on the products. And once we establish a label on the product, we stay to that specific formula. And it's all audited down to every single lot number, every origin of every ingredient. If the label changes, then the formula changed. But it didn't change, and it's not going to change. And if we ever find something that's new or invented in the future that we don't know about today, we're going to go to the field and ask them. And we're going to do samples, and we're going to try it before we make a change. A change is a partnership. We're not selling to anybody. We're selling through everybody. And so we're all going to be a part of that partnership. And so nothing has changed, and nothing will change without the partnership of the field's approval first.
I appreciate that, Kevin, and I just wanted everybody to hear that. What I want to do is go to a lineup of questions that we've picked from the field, and we've picked through some of the leadership. And the first question I want to ask you, is the Optimum an alkaline or acidic coffee?
Okay, so all coffees have a standard pH of about 5 to 6. Optimum is still coffee. It still has the same pH. That is below neutral, which is 7 pH, and so all coffees are slightly acidic. You shouldn't over-consume coffee. But so it's in the 5 to 6 range. It's equal to all other coffees. If you're on an alkaline diet, and you're doing so for other therapies, you eat alkaline-forming foods. And coffee is really not an alkaline-forming food, so don't overdo the coffee if you're chasing an alkaline diet. If you're on a regular diet, you only need 1 cup a day to achieve the mood, appetite, energy promise.
Okay, perfect. So I'll go to question 2 then. That's great. I'll tell you, can Optimum be added to boiling water?
Yes, but drinking boiling water could possibly cause a challenge. So
absolutely.
Add it to the boiling water. That's fine. You wouldn't want to sit there and cook this product in a boil for a long time. And, you don't have to brew this coffee. It's already been brewed. It's an instant. So you bring your coffee up to a boil. You put it in there. That's fine. Some people mix it with other coffees. Just make sure that your temperature's right so you don't burn your lips and your mouth. But you're not going to hurt the product unless you're at over a 10-minute boil.
Okay, buddy, I appreciate that. Question 3, and these are from the field, so I'm not going to say who sent the questions, but thank you for everybody that participated in sending these questions, and hopefully I can read them right, because keep in mind I do have an 8th grade education. But anyway, should Optimum be taken with a specific diet or schedule?
All right, well, Optimum is powerful enough to be used on its own as a crave-crushing coffee. Remember the promises: mood, appetite, energy. That's what you're looking for. Using this product in conjunction with a good diet and exercise program, that's going to further boost the success in reaching your weight loss goals. So all diets should recommend controlling your appetite and the foods you intake and adding exercise to part of it. So it's not about what the product can do for me. It's kind of how can I partnership with the product. If you're just going to take the magic coffee, you're going to get an effect. But if you add it to diet and exercise management, you're really going to compound the effect.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Kevin. I'll go to the next question. Is there any long-term negative effects I should be concerned about with taking the Optimum daily?
No, there's no negative effects have been reported consuming any of the ingredients in this product, individually or in combined. And I've been marketing these products, and other companies have been marketing these products in different categories for many, many years, millions and millions of doses, and there's no reported negative effects about that. It's been carefully formulated, and safety has been in mind. We want to keep the body balanced while improving the mood, the focus, and turning off the cravings, and the product does that. So you're not going to have a problem long term.
So awesome. So I'll go to the next question. And this person writes, I gave someone an Optimum to try, and they crashed. They were exhausted. What would cause this, and what should you suggest for them to do?
All right, so imagine someone falling asleep after a cup of coffee. It's rare, but some people have a sensitivity to ingredients such as caffeine and other stimulants, which can cause a reversing reaction. Rather than feeling alert and upbeat, they feel tired and exhausted. Right? So these people should really try a half dose. What happens hormonally and with caffeines and stimulants and other energy things, our body goes on tilt. Let's say I have a 5-gallon bucket, and that bucket holds my energy. And if I put 6 gallons into that bucket, I've got too much energy. The body is going to say I have too much. I can't use this. It's going to void it. And it's going to void it all. Let's get rid of everything that's spilling out of that bucket and everything that's in that bucket. We have too much. So the body overreacts hormonally, overreacts from an energy and adrenaline standpoint, and actually voids everything to the liver and the kidney, passes it out of the body, and shuts the body down. Body's trying to stay in balance. That person could be maybe a little bit more hyperactive, maybe a little higher heart rates, a higher metabolic rate than the average guy, and maybe even they might be a little bit more athletic. That person doesn't overfill that bucket. Maybe take a half dose now and a half dose, half a cup now and a half a cup in an hour or two. If they balance it that way, they won't get into overload, and overload results in shutdown.
Awesome. Man, I wish I could follow up to these questions, but I'm just going to read them because you're doing a great job getting them all answered. I'm telling you. Okay, here's the next one, Kevin. Consumption of Optimum resulting in high blood pressure or blood pressure spikes?
Optimum should not have an extended effect on blood pressure. However, a temporary increase is expected immediately after ingestion. I mean, after all, look, we're taking stimulants, we're taking activators, we're turning on our metabolism, we're waking up the sleeping giant within inside of us. inside of us. So you're going to see that reaction with your blood pressure or a temporary spike. The label warning states that people with high blood pressure should consult with their physician prior to taking Optimum. That's going to be a high blood pressure patient. Others with sensitivity to stimulants are advised to lower their dose, their serving size, if blood pressure spikes are experienced during consumption. So if you get, you take the product and go, wow, that's too loud, it's too much. That's okay. Calm down the dose. And get your body active, too. Get that system. Get your metabolism is more than a diet response. It is active. Start walking around. Get that circulation going.
Awesome. Okay, so that's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, I say that all the time, if you got blood pressure problems, seek a physician before you ever take Optimum. And like you said, Kevin, that's exactly what you do. So the next question is, consuming Optimum but not seeing results. I've been drinking water and eating well but not seeing results. How do we address that question?
Well, drinking water is great, and the product will actually make you a little dry mouth, make you a little thirsty, which helps promote your water intake. Eating fairly well, the sentence is kind of fun. People think that they're eating well just because you eat volume. Are you eating smart? Are you watching your calories? Are you watching that? And when someone says they're not seeing results, mood, appetite, and energy, I didn't say weight loss. Weight loss is a side effect. If we first fix the mood, if we first control the appetite, and we first capitalize and remanage energy, that mood, appetite, and energy is going to result in pounds lost because we've taken control of our body. We're not focusing on the comfort foods. We're not chasing all those carbohydrates that give us that opiate satiety in the brain. So when they say they're eating fairly well, you need to eat right. If you're going to eat your protein, it can't be bigger than the palm of your hand. But you can't just take the magic coffee and expect the pounds to fall off your butt. Sure, you're going to lose a little, and a lot of people lose it that way. But if you participate with your diet program, add a little exercise. If there was a magic pill I took and dropped 40 pounds off of my butt, we'd all have our own country and our own yachts in Mallorca. It doesn't exist. That's not how the body works. The body works in partnership. If we balance mood, appetite, and energy and give you the control, and you exercise that control by controlling what you eat and controlling some of your activity levels, then you are going to see results. Nobody's complaining about not seeing the results of mood, appetite, and energy. And so you have to participate from that. And it's going to vary from person to person. Everybody's metabolic rate's different. Their blood types are different and all of that. So this empowers you to say no to the wrong kind of eating at the wrong kind of times. You can eat a perfectly balanced meal, and you and I, Dave, can eat the exact same meal. If I eat it at the wrong time, I'm going to get fat butt. But you eat it at the right time, and you metabolize it all. So you got to partner with the program.
Awesome, buddy. Okay, can or should Optimum be added to regular coffee?
All right, so you're going to make a really strong coffee if you want to do that. Some people I know take Optimum, half a serving of Optimum with their regular coffee. They like their different varieties of taste. They also want to spread that mood, appetite, energy control out over the day, get 6-8 hours worth of control, 6-8 hours worth of not wanting to eat or be hungry. But, yeah, you can add it to regular coffee. You can take it the way it is. You could be your own barista and flavor things and use things how you want.
Awesome. And then one more question to add to that, can the Optimum be taken with the keto creamer, and what's the best way? Okay,
so this is an excellent way for keto dieters to maintain their ketosis while limiting their caloric intake. So, the ketone story is a whole long story, but once you get into ketosis, and if you didn't eat all night, right, you wake up and you're not taking sugars, your carbohydrate intake is zero, and you take fat-adapted nutrients that are in the keto creamer, you put them in the coffee. That's why we made it for, is to blend in coffees. You're going to keep your body in ketosis, make your body promote a fat-adapted lifestyle where it burns fat for energy. So one keto creamer inside your Optimum promotes fat burning. The reason the body burns those fats is to create ketones in the brain, to create energy in the brain, to create satiety in the brain, so the body doesn't want to starve. you're into ketosis. Then your body goes into glycogenesis. And what happens is, instead of eating sugars, craving sugars, your body's going to say, I'm on a fat metabolic pathway because I just took the keto creamer, and now I've burnt through that fat energy that's in that keto creamer. Where am I going to get more fat? Oh, look, here's some down here on the left thigh. Let's burn up some of that fat because I can get the fat energy. And then what happens inside that fat? Glucose. I'm going to burn up the fat as energy. Then I'm going to get glucose energy, the sugar energy, and I'll be able to burn them both. And that's why you want to get into ketosis. You can mix the keto creamer with the chocolates, with any other things that you want to mix. It really makes stuff taste good.
It does. I like it too. And the last question I'm going to give you, Kev, and this one here, the source of the coffee beans, organic? If not, the concerns may be that, are they sprayed with pesticides?
I'm pretty sure that all of my coffee beans actually comes from a coffee tree, coffee plant, 100%. It's a joke, Dave. So the coffee, okay, so certified organic under USDA standards is one way. Then there's international standards for organic certification. And so pesticide-free is the intent in the growers, is the practice of the growers. But there's rampant pesticides all over planet Earth that come through all kinds of areas. I have other crops that I grow of my own that you know about, Dave, and I do it completely organic and all that. And we're still finding parts per trillion, small micro trace amounts. So we do have organic farms. We use Highland Mountain coffees. If you think about coffee plantations, these are generational assets passed down from family to family, right? This isn't some guy that just started to go plant some stuff yesterday. These are long-term plantations. They don't want to hurt their plantations. They want to respect their crop, their field. They handpick weeds. This is all, in Guatemala, Colombia, Brazil, Peru, in all of these different areas that we source a mix to get the flavor that we get. And these are all from family plantations that really care about their crop because that's their livelihood for hundreds of years. So sorry to get off on a tangent, but
that's
coffee
awesome.
is not technically organic certified, but it has been lab tested to verify the absence of pesticides and horticultural chemicals.
Awesome. Kevin, you and I talk all the time on the future. We're working together on some things. Can you just give, before we get you off the call here, because I know how super busy you are, can you just give a little tidbit of what we are working on here for the near future and going into 2019? Can you just give them just a little Kevin Thomas 2-minute, Dave, here comes Kevin, back and forth. Could you just give them just a little smidgen, just because there's so many people on this call, and I want them to leave this call so fired up, and they know who you are, and they know what we do together. Can you just give them just a little tidbit without naming a product or saying this or saying that?
Let's not talk about products, as what people do is, as soon as they come out with X, then I'll get excited about building my business and creating my retirement and all of that, And I don't want people to wait for X because X is here right now. You have an excellent product in Optimum. It's a business builder. It's a game changer. Start to build on that. We're going to expand it. I've been 38 years in nutritional supplement manufacturing, over 3,000 products. As you know, Dave, they've turned into billions and billions of dollars worth of enterprises, especially in the direct sales marketplace. We are an invention factory. We are the Willy Wonka of nutrition. It really is fun. Dave, you've been to my facility. I've got all kinds of scientists and chemists. We've got agricultural fields. I've got farms across the United States. They're all ours. They're all vertically integrated. We like to be an innovation firm. I don't have retail brands. I count on Dave Jordan's of the world. I count on my critical partnerships. I select those partnerships. Dave, it took you and I 2 years to fall in love. You wanted to check me out. I wanted to check you out. We're not getting too far down this thing. Is it the right relationship? Now that we have identified the right relationship, we have, like and I'd love to just spill it out, we've got 4 different widgets that we're working on that's unique, that the next guy doesn't have, that's really exciting, but that's going to make a metabolic change. It's going to have a dramatic experience when you take the product. It's going to be a business builder because it's a life changer. And if we can change people's lives through health and wellness and have a pipeline of innovations and new ideas and technologies from an experienced industry provider that's committed to the trade, it's endless what the opportunities are that's going to unfold. Dave, you and I have that partnership. You have the right teams. I'm coming to your conventions. I'm coming to your meetings. We're listening to people. I want you guys to be the partners in formulations, not the victim of a product. It's important to be a partner. And that's how we approach this, Dave, and you and I are doing really great things.
Well, Kevin, put back on your wig, get back in the lab, and I'll tell you guys, when you go to Kevin's lab, you got to wear a wig, and I had to put one of those little shower hats on. Get back in the lab there, buddy. I appreciate you jumping on this call, and all I can say is Valentus is growing, and the orders are flowing because of you, my man. You're awesome. Thank you for the friendship.
Thank you, Dave. Okay,
you got it, buddy. Guys, I'm just going to finish up this call here in the last couple minutes and just give you a couple little tidbits of this guy that we just heard on the call. He is an amazing, amazing formulator. This guy is absolutely unbelievable. Last night I was on the phone prospecting. Yes, I do prospect, and when I have free time, that's all I do. And I have, talking to another big leader of the industry. Guys, they're watching us. They're seeing what's going on. You look at other companies, you see supersonic growth. You see all these members coming in. You have all these companies that are just exploding with Me Too products. And then we got this guy, Kevin Thomas. Guys, I'm telling you, Valentus is going to be the best products out there because of this very guy that was just on the call. Guys, I'm telling you right now, all you got to do is look at people like John Aremza. He achieved Royal Diamond. See Karen Ford. She made Triple Diamond. Blue Diamond, Beth Brandon and Shani Whalen. Lighten up the UK again. There's a lot of excitement going on over there. Guys, it's one thing to lose momentum and have stagnant growth and try to plow through it and keep things rolling. So many companies go through that. But, guys, it's another thing to lose momentum. But as we lose momentum, we keep focused. We focus on the future. We focus on fixing it. We stay debt-free. And then I get a buddy that I've been known now for a couple of years, build a huge relationship with him. And, guys, the momentum is back. We never lost the focus, but the momentum is back. Guys, Valentus is back. I'm telling you right now, guys, we are going to be the greatest story in this industry, and you guys could all be a part of it. Everybody on this call, you could all be a part of it. So many people chase that shiny nickel. So many people think there's a faster way out there. So many people think that there's greener pastures, and it's 1 in 100. You walk away from a check, you say, well, I'm going to go do this, and it's 1 in 100. You're not going to find that shiny nickel. Guys, don't lose focus. This guy, he said 4 widgets. Wait till you see the 4 widgets. I'm telling you. He's Willy Wonka. I'm just an Oompa Loompa, but he loves me. Guys, I'm telling you, the movement is about to happen. I promise you. You will not regret it. You will not regret this call. Remember this call. Tune in tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night's national call. Double diamonds. Steve and Paula Dibbins are going to light it up. I hope you all have a great Monday. And, oh, yeah, guys, Valentus is growing. The orders are flowing. Guys, put that in your head, because it's about to happen. We're about to be the talk of the industry. And, guys, the Optimum, best product I've ever had, best product I ever drank, and I didn't finish my steak last night. Have a great day, everybody, and I appreciate y'all joining us on this call.